Welcome to Beating Cancer Daily. Beating stage 4 cancer for 30 years still takes my breath away every time I say it. I'm Saranne, founder of the ComedyCures Foundation, and I hope you'll join me for just a few minutes daily for the next 365 days so we may laugh, learn, maybe cry a little as we live our best days beating cancer daily together. Would you say that you don't have any hurts or pains or resentments or grudges? Well, I don't know anybody who is diagnosed with cancer or who is a survivor that I've met who would say to me, I have no hurts, no pains, no grudges, no resentments. Now, because I see that as a common theme, myself included, I had a lot of hurt and a lot of pain in my childhood and in my adult life. Not a rosy existence. Really, these strategies have been developed because I did have to process so much. So I heard this quote. It came from my friend. I know she didn't write it, but she gave it to me. And I thought, wow, I love it. It sums it up. It says it. And then I'll tell you why I think it's so important. I wish I knew the author of it, but I don't. So if you find the author of it, let me know. If you focus on the hurt, you will continue to suffer. If you focus on the lesson, you will continue to grow. I love that. I'm actually going to repeat it. If you focus on the hurt, you will continue to suffer. If you focus on the lesson, you will continue to grow. That quote just takes my breath away. Like, I love hearing things that ring true in my heart, in my mind, in my soul. Here's why I think it's so powerful when you're going through any challenge, but particularly on this cancer journey, because we need so much strength for healing. We need so much strength for dealing with the logistics of cancer. We need so much energy just to deal with the logistics of cancer. So I want you to really think about the focusing on what lessons this has for you, and not the chip on your shoulder because you've gotten cancer, or the chip on your shoulder because you've had all these hurts. And this is how I did it personally. I wrote down every single solitary thing I could think of that was weighing me down, that was hurting me, that had happened in my past that might have caused me distress or pain or anger or resentment. And if you listen to the episode on the pity party, I give you a really great strategy for dealing with this on a daily basis. But when I was diagnosed, I wrote down all of these pains, all of these things that I felt were causing me to suffer or not have the best quality of day. And then next to each one, I tried to think of what the lesson could be. No matter how horrible the incident, or no matter how much anger I had had or resentment I had had, I tried to write down the lesson. And that could be also when I talk about in filling up your cancer cup, when I talk about the silver lining. So it could be the lesson, it could be the silver lining. But this is really important because all of a sudden it starts to diffuse the negative and it starts to evaporate and dissipate as you make this list. And it could be too painful to make in one sitting. You may have to make this over days or weeks or months, but you should start the list and you should keep going back to it and adding lessons or adding silver linings so that little by little you handle one by one each thing that is causing you to feel uncomfortable or distress or pain. And you may have to work through this with a therapist. You may want to work through it with a social worker or your support group. Sometimes these lists can be too painful and too overwhelming to do by yourself. You may feel comfortable showing it to a friend or a family member, or you may just want to work with a healthcare professional. I hope you start it in the best way that is psychologically beneficial to you, and that could be with professional guidance. But I hope that you start to unwind all these things so that you have all your energy for healing. I'd love to hear how this goes for you. So if you'd like to tell me, go to ComedyCures.org and you can either hit the record button and tell me with your own words, or you can write to me through the Write Us feature. And I really hope that it starts to build all your energy focused towards healing and having the best quality of day. I'll see you tomorrow. Many blessings. I hope you guys know this, but Beating Cancer Daily is a listener and donor-supported podcast and community. So if you have some extra change, I'd love you to go to ComedyCures.org and make a donation today of whatever level is comfortable for you. And it will be tax deductible to the extent allowed by law, because Comedy Cures is a nonprofit 501c3 organization founded from my chemo chair, April 1999, and we've been going strong ever since. So please consider making a donation today and help our community and this podcast thrive. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow. Guess what time it is? It's time for me to read the disclaimer. Beating Cancer Daily and the membership circle are not in lieu of medical advice or treatment. They are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your healthcare team to review your best strategy. Thanks for listening.